Hey guys, gals, and non-binary pals, grab yourself a cup of tea, or if you have no taste, a cup of coffee. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. But first, here's a word from our sponsor. Hey everyone, this month I'm taking part in a little thing called Subsember, where at the beginning of each of my videos for the rest of this month, I'm going to be showing 2 content creators who I think are really cool. And the whole point of this is to share and encourage small content creators who are in the Sims community, so that you guys can learn about them and so that I can encourage them and we can just help this community to grow. So yeah. Here are the 2 people that I have picked out for this video. Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to be highlighting 2 of my favourite builders. JemSims, who I spoke about a little bit previously in my last video, and Ribbity, aka Victoria. So in the last video I talked a little bit about JemSims. That video was not part of Subsember, so I thought, since as I've already mentioned her a little bit on my channel, she would be a good one to start with. So JemSims is an amazing builder. Some of the videos, some of the builds that she's made are really creative and they're really cool. I started watching her channel when she made the house from the horror movie It, and she made the clown. I've never seen the movie. I can't think of what it's called. The evil clown from the movie. She made the house where he lived. Pennywise, I think is his name. So yeah, she made the house and it was absolutely amazing. And very recently she has made the British History Museum. So I am British, if you didn't know, and I have been to the History Museum many times. I think it's a London rite of passage that at one point during your primary school or infant school, you will go and visit the British Museum. Every school goes and visit that. So I've been there. I've actually been there a few times afterwards. Like literally, because it's free entry. It's one of the and the exhibits are really good. It's one of the really cool free things that you can do in London. So I've been there quite a few times, and she was really spot on. Obviously Sims has its limitations, but she was able to pull it off and it looked absolutely amazing. So yeah, go and check her out. And the other person who I'm highlighting in this video is Ribbity, aka Victoria, aka Vic. So Victoria is an amazing builder. So she'll post stuff like challenges. She did a 3-part series where she built the town of Edinburgh, which that was really cool. And she's done some really cool videos. She mostly does building and build challenges. She has in some of her videos done some speed CAS as well. So very recently she's started a channel on Twitch. Has been streaming over there. She's only been there for a week or 2 weeks, I think. She's only done a few streams, but they have been a lot of fun, and it's mostly just having a chat and having a laugh and having fun, and it's always great to be on the channel. But these 2 are my highlights for this video. You can find all of their information in a pinned comment below. So for JemSims, I have a link to her Twitter, her YouTube, and her Instagram. And for Ribbity, I have Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and her Twitch. And now back to the normal video. Hi everyone, just to let you know that I have pre-recorded the Subsember entries for all of my videos. So if for whatever reason I'm unable to release a video, or I'm unable to put out as much content as I wanted to this month, I'll do a separate video. I'll merge them all into one video and upload that. But otherwise, sorry for the interruption. Back to the video. Hey guys, and welcome to my vid today. Today we're continuing with the Townie Makeover series. So I think we're on. I don't know. We have a look real quick. So we're on our Townie Makeover series. We're on our third video, and today we're going to be giving a makeover to the Caliente sisters. Oh, well, not just the Caliente sisters, but the whole Caliente household. If you don't know who the Calientes are, they first appeared in The Sims 2 with just Nina and Dina Caliente, described as twin sisters who have recently moved into the neighborhood. Dina, the blonde twin, was actually married to Bella's brother Michael, and then decides to go after and marry Bella's husband Mortimer after Bella disappears. And then Nina's just there. She's kind of caught up in a love triangle or love octagon with Tan Casanova Don Lothario. And Don Lothario in Sims 2 is in a separate household, and in Sims 3 the Calientes and Don are not only are they in separate households, but are in separate worlds. And then we come back to Sims 4, and they're all crammed into one household. And the Caliente sisters, their mum appears for no apparent reason, but she was dead in The Sims 2, and in The Sims 2 she also has a different name. So they bring back this random woman, give her this name, no one knows who she is, and Don is introduced as Mum Playboy, or Boy Toy. Even though when you load up the family, none of them have any relationship with you. None of them are friends. None of them have any relationship with each other, apart from like the family connections. So yeah, we're gonna fix that. We're gonna load up the family. We're gonna give a makeover, and we're gonna edit the family a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna start off with Katrina Caliente, and the first thing we're gonna do is give her back her original name, which was Nugget. So I did a little bit of research into Nugget from season 2, and she's actually of Egyptian descent, which I thought was really cool. Again, like with most of the families that have come back in The Sims 4, similar to the Goth family, the Calientes have just been whitewashed. Yeah, so we're gonna fix that. We're gonna give them back a little bit of that Egypt isn't Mediterranean. Gonna give them back that kind of eastern kind of tan to their skin. I don't know the politically correct term, but we're gonna help them get back to their original roots from The Sims 2. And yeah, so Niga has an Egyptian background. She actually has an Egyptian background, and her name, her name has Egyptian origins. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to kind of run with that for her, The Sims 2. So I actually looked up, researched fashion shows where Egyptian or Egypt was the theme, especially ancient Egypt, because I mean, personally, I kind of love that whole style of ancient Egypt. So I kind of wanted to put a little bit of that into her look. So we kind of go for a very glamorous Egyptian theme for Nigat. I also changed her traits to being, well, I thought I'd give her being neat, as she's probably the one who does actually look after the kids and looks after Nina and Dina, so she probably used to tidy them up after him, so hence she has a neat trait. But I also decided to give her the bookworm and the romantic trait. And the romantic trait, I gave her that because in The Sims 2, I think she was a romance sim. I can't exactly remember exactly if she was. She was either a romance or family. I gave her romantic, and I gave her bookworm because. So I thought this would be kind of like a cool way to explain why she has a different name in The Sims 4. So, Niga Caliente, whose career we never knew of on The Sims 2, because like I said, she was dead. So in The Sims 4, she is a romance novelist, and she uses the pen name Katrina so that people don't know who she is. And so she's a romance novelist. She writes these steamy romance kind of books. So she has to use the pen name, and her pen name is Katrina. So there you go, bringing it all together. She was actually like, out of the whole household, she was actually my favourite one. It's kind of give a makeover too, and yeah, as you can see, I really try and keep a nice going with like the old Egyptian kind of white. Most of them would have worn white robes and stuff like that. So that's kind of the main thing for a lot of the clothes I choose for her. And also choosing like Eastern inspired. Spell a bit muddy. Also Eastern inspired jewellery and makeup, and she was really a lot of fun to let's give a makeover to. Sorry if I'm annoying. It is 2:30 AM where I am, and I'm recording a voiceover. So. Okay, moving on to Dina. So yeah, traits, they have gone. She has got completely the wrong traits for her. So they have gone, and I'm now trying to figure out what haircut would kind of suit her. With Dina and Nina, I wanted them to. I was originally going to make them like carbon copies of their Sims 2 counterparts, but then I ended up being more inspired by it. So the colour scheme and the style was kind of inspired by it more than, like, she had a black dress in Sims 2, so she wears a black dress in this. I decided to change it up a little bit and give her a bit more of a backstory. Oh, sorry, I keep burping. I also decided to change her aspiration to gold digger, as wanting a large fortune, which was kind of what her drive was in The Sims 2. She kind of had this appearance of a gold digger and someone who kind of chased after rich men. So I thought that would work good as an aspiration. Obviously, also gave it a romantic trait because she was a romance sim. Materialistics again to kind of go over the fact that she was always had this appearance of being after money, and I also decided to give her this self-entitled or self-centered trait, just because she always kind of had that kind of I always thought that she kind of had that air about her, that she seemed a little bit conceited and a little bit too into herself. So I thought these traits kind of balanced her personality in The Sims 2 a little bit better. But yeah, back to Dina. You'll see with some we're on to the underwear. So you'll see with some of the outfits, I have been inspired by The Sims 2. So for example, you can see that the formal wear is just a black dress, and so is the party. It's the black dress that has made a comeback. But one of my backstory for her, so the backstory in The Sims 2 was that or what it kind of always appeared like, she was just like this money hungry kind of person, but there was no real reason why she was after the money, whether she was just like a gold digger or she just loved money. But I thought it'd be good to kind of give her a bit more of a backstory. So in this version of her, she actually runs a business. She runs a restaurant, and that restaurant isn't performing very well. So she needs investors. She needs people to invest money into her business so it can stay afloat. So that's why she starts to flirt and go after Mortimer, because he is the richest sim in town, and if she can marry him, she can have access to his money, and that can help her business. And she's actually, not only has she gone into the business on her own, but she's also gone into business with her sister. But there's going to be issues with that, and I'll talk a little bit about that when we get to Nina. But if you watched my speed CAS video when I did a makeover for the Goths, you might recognise the necklace that Dina wears is the same necklace that I gave Bella. And this is because obviously she's having an affair with Mortimer. So I thought it'd be, kind of continuing on from that, continuing on with the family that I've already made. Mortimer has also given her a necklace very similar to his wife's now. It could be that, depending on how you play, maybe Bella has died and he's given her old necklace, or he's brought a matching necklace for his wife and for Dina, who he's having an affair with. But it's up to you guys how you want to do that. You might not even download My Goth Family, and it's just a nice piece of jewelry. But that's kind of why I gave her that necklace, and kind of the reason why I envisioned her having it. Last but not least, we are now on to Nina, and she's described as being someone who loves sports and loves travelling and seeing the world. So I thought being adventurous and active would be good for her. Especially if she's living in somewhere like Willow Creek or Oyster Spring. Being adventurous, she's going to want to rock climb, she's going to want to snowboard and stuff, and that will give her a reason to travel. Also, she's very jealous, so she never really came across jealous in The Sims 2. But I thought a jealous trait might suit her a bit better because, Dina is her twin sister, and Dina is a bit more of a romantic. So maybe, Nina and Dina fought over guys, or when Nina had a crush on someone, Dina, swooped in and stole them. So she's grown to be very jealous. Yeah. And again, I had originally planned for every outfit to be inspired by a different culture. Again, to corroborate the fact that she loves to travel and that she loves to see the world. But you'll notice later on I do change this. That's because when I was looking at her, I thought she looked really young. And I thought, to be honest, with the age that she is, she probably hasn't been able to travel that much. So maybe it's more of a desire that she wants to travel rather than the fact that she has travelled a lot. She has that desire. And again, like I said, there is a little bit of tension between her and her sister because Dina has, like I said, has opened up a restaurant and she's running a restaurant. But Dina didn't actually open up that restaurant on her own. She opened it with her sister Nina. Now, Dina wants to stay where she is and improve on the business. She's trying to find someone who can put some money into the business to help it be afloat. But Nina dreams of words can't come out live. Nina dreams of traveling the world. Nina doesn't want to stay in one space or place. Doesn't want to stay in one place for very long. She wants to travel. She wants to see the world. And she can't do that if she's managing a business with her sister. So Dina wants to stay and work on the business. Nina wants to leave and search the world and travel the world. So they kind of clash in that area. Nina has that dream to travel, but she hasn't told her sister yet. She's trying to figure out the right way, the right place and time to tell her that. But yeah, so there's going to be some tension. I've purposely, in the bio, you'll see that there is a bit of tension between those two sisters. Niga is just trying to help them grow. But they are now young adults and she's trying to leave them. So she's trying to give them space to make their own decisions. But yeah, as you can see, I've now gone back and changed nearly all of her outfits to kind of be more inspired by the outfits that she had in The Sims 2. But I have still left a little bit of hints of maybe she has travelled a little bit. So the elephant necklace that she has on her every day doesn't really go with what she's wearing. So maybe it's something that she's picked up on a trip and she's bought it at like a tourist shop or gift shop or something, and she's bought it for herself. But yeah, I also, with her being an adventurous sim, I thought maybe instead of just having like a normal swimwear, I'd give her full-on scuba wear. And obviously, adventurous sim, I've given her skiing clothes instead of a normal outerwear outfit. Don Lothario, we're now on to Don Lothario. Don Lothario, he was probably, when I was younger, he was my favourite sim. And I always wanted to play as him. But now I've gotten older, I'm like, wow, he is a real skis ball. He is like, yeah, he's not the type of person that I ever want to be associated with or ever want to aspire to be like. When I was little, I was like, I want to be like him. I want to be cool and have loads of girlfriends. But no, I don't want to be anything like him. And I think a lot of the traits that he came with in The Sims 4 actually suit him really well. So I think I've left him as the same. So he's non-committant, romantic, athletic, and a serial romancer as his aspiration. So I tried to come up with a little backstory for him, to explain kind of why he's there. Why is he randomly in their household? What is he doing there for? And I was kind of thinking back to what he used to look like in The Sims 4. So I was kind of thinking back to what he used to look like in The Sims 2. And I didn't really see it when I was a kid, but I see it more now. Don Lothario looks like a 90s porn actor. So I was like, okay, looking at his bedroom and looking at what he used to look like, screams 90s porn actor. I'm going to make him look like a character from a porn. So, it's in his everyday, I've given him overalls. So he's the town handyman or mechanic or whatever. And one day he was called up and asked to snake the drain or help with some plumbing. And, he turned up. And he has been living there ever since. He maybe didn't have any money. They invited him to sleep on the couch. They thought, well, he's a good guy. And yeah, he's been there ever since. So yeah, last but not least, this character wasn't originally in The Sims 4, but I have decided to bring him back for this household, and it is Michael Batchelor. So I mentioned him a little bit earlier when I was talking about Dina and saying that she was married to him. So Dina was married to Michael, but I thought, I feel like The Sims 4, this family in The Sims 4 is maybe a little bit earlier on in the timeline than it was in The Sims 2. The mum's still alive, she's still an adult, so I thought maybe Michael can still be alive as well. So you'll notice that it there was a little loading screen. That's because I actually loaded up the family into play mode, into live mode, and used some cheats to advance him into the military career so that I can give him his military garb for formal, and have access to more army attire for him for some of his other clothes. because I think I'm not really sure if it says he was a military man, but I always thought he looked like a military man in The Sims 2, so I thought that would be a good thing to. I just felt like it's kind of suited him, so I kind of went with that. For his party wear, I based his party wear outfit completely on his outfit that he had in The Sims 3 when he was a teenager. So obviously he is an elder, and he is aware that he is an elder. So he is dressing as his teenage self when he goes partying with his wife, who is just a young adult. But yeah, he is back. And you can use cheats if you want to re-add him into the Goth family. So if you want to use cheats to make him Bella's brother again, you can. But yeah, I thought he was just a fun little extra person to add back into the household to add a bit more drama. What with the girls all pining after Dom, I just thought, yeah, Michael's a good bit of drama to add in for Dina. So yeah, you can leave him or you can kill him off. I mean, he was dead in The Sims 2, and in The Sims 2 his urn was at their house. So yeah, you can play this family however you want. But I'm going to shut up now and we're going to have a look at some pictures. everyone. So I hope you enjoyed the pictures. Give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Yeah. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like if you liked it. Give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe if you want to see more content to me, and you can hit the bell so you can be notified as soon as I upload a video. But yeah, I'm going to end the video here. Have a lovely day, afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you are. I hope you're having fun, and I hope you're being good to yourself. Bye.